Greetings, celestial angelics of the new earth. Time to spread your wings and fly high, shining your golden heavenly light upon the grids of Pachamama. Happy Mother's Day to all you amazing goddesses out there. Thank you for all you do for our crystal children and all of our children in this realm. In all dimensions, all timelines, the Sacred Mother has risen, and she is with us now. Shakti is fully embodied and fully awakened, for love has won victory to the light. We are in the event. We have transitioned beyond the event horizon, what we call the rapture zone. If you feel into the energy, you will feel it. The base of your skull, this is the heavenly gate, the jade pillow, the tricky gate. You are activated in this now. Just feel into those energies. Let it rise up through you. The Kundalini is awakened. The rainbow serpent and the feathered serpent have united, and Hieros, Gamos, the eagle and the condor are one. There is no separation. I will transmit one of the greatest myths to you today. This will be the myth, the mythos of the Rainbow Body Masters. You are activated in the Crystalline Diamond Light Body Protocol now. Your 12-strand crystalline DNA, 12 by 12 of the 144, is activated in this energy. In this great event, the event waves are rising, pulsating, activating, and uplifting in this great levity we call the Ascension, the rising up, the raising of frequency, of currency, of resonance. And today we released, for all of you goddesses, all you great mothers, and all you divine beings, listen to this now, our sacred condors debut song publicly called Spirit Made. Be sure to check that out. Please like, share, comment. The most important, sharing these videos and our music that is coming out. For this is the sound, the frequency of Shakti, the divine fire of the divine goddess. And now that our work is being ghosted on all these fake social sites, such as Facebook and YouTube, all these sites have been ghosting us and limiting our viewers. Many people telling us that our videos and our posts are not showing up on their feed. So we, with our guides, are releasing many things to come to help us get our messages out to more of our team, our 144,000 that are stationed and anchoring all over this grid, all over Pachamama, exactly in the portal that they need to be for this event, for this great awakening, for this great shift. So feel into that now. And as you listen to Spirit Made, let go into your heart center, and whatever you feel, allow it to carry you to source, to your great Dakini within, the Guru within yourself, the kingdom of heaven within, God Source Center. When we say Namaste, we say the God or Goddess within me, which is Source, recognizes and realizes the God Goddess within you. We are one and the same. There is only one I am presence in all of eternity, and I am that. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am that I am. Everything is added unto me, unto the I am. This is God in action, the great spirit in motion, the stillness in movement. This is the simulation, but we are transforming the simulation, the dream, the virtual reality of suffering and time loops of pain, torture, trauma. Into that we are transforming into the one true timeline of paradise, heaven on earth. We call New Earth, the Golden Age, New Jerusalem. We rise up in the glory and the honor of our spirit that is freeing, that is awakening. This is the divine freedom codes, the Hieros, Gamos, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, Christos energy coming together, the fire and the water, the eagle and the condor. You know this well. You are remembering and you are awakening into this truth, the truth of your divinity, of your sovereignty, of your eternal life and eternal light. From this moment on, this moment forward, everything changes for the good, for the positive, for the righteous, for the beauty, for the truth, for the peace, the balance, the harmony, the divine abundance, divine union, for all humanity. No one left behind. For when we attained rainbow body, when we ascended, we realized that any part, any being left behind in the false matrix, in the duality universe, was an aspect of ourself, was a part of ourselves. One is the whole, the one, the many in the one. So we took the time, the energy, and the patience to hash this thing out, to realize, and to come up with a plan we call the divine plan, to free all life, free all of humanity from all archonic projections, all false projections, all constructs of suffering and pain and duality. And that is why we returned in this particular timeline, in this realm, here now. We are system busters. We break free of all the rules, all the chaos, all the chains that bind us and limit us. We are free in our infinite nature, our pure awareness we call unborn mind of Buddha. Now Shakyamuni Buddha wants me to transmit to you right now that you are one with Buddha. You are the awakened one in the heavens and on the earth. I alone am the world-honored one. He wants me to tell you that life is a miracle. Life is truth. Life is the Tao, the Buddha. And that is the I Am presence that is hearing these words now, that is listening in the silence, as a great mirror, as a reflection, as a projection. And be rest assured that in this infinite divinity, you are free to choose your path, your sacred path with heart. 717 coming in. Now after the most powerful blast of higher gamma waves coming in yesterday with 110 hertz on the Schumann, today was very calm, quiet with 10 hertz amplitude. The higher dimensionals must have wanted to give us a rest this great Pachamama's day. Although the whole ring of fire in the last 24 hours totally lit up and activated, we had 115 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, the most powerful 5.0 northwest of Kurila Islands. Earlier today, Puerto Rico 3.0, Papua New Guinea just south of the equator on the ring of fire 4.9, Mentone, Texas again today 3.0, Dominican Republic 3.7, 37 into the 73, heaven on earth, Loma Linda, California 3.2, south of Bali, Indonesia in the Sacred Portal 4.6, Chile, South America, just south of the Tropic of Capricorn, in the foothills of the Andes Mountains, right on the west coast 4.4, and then 4.4 northwest of Kuril Islands, creating the 8.8 portal, the 8.8 Lions Gate of the Lyra nation of Lemuria, Russia 4.8, India 3.8. Tonopah, Nevada 3.6, Alaska Peninsula 3.3, Papua New Guinea 4.5, Russia 4.5, and Tonga 5.0, also ring of fire. And the activation in India today, in the Himalayan mountains on the border of India and Bhutan, in the sacred portal, one of the portals of the Great White Brotherhood. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 0 degrees 13 minutes Taurus. The sun is at 19 degrees 35 minutes Taurus. Current Sabian symbol for the moon at 1 degrees Taurus, a clear mountain stream. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 20 degrees Taurus. Wisps of clouds like wings are streaming across the sky from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor, pull a card for you today from the deck, Forest of Enchantment from Linnea Weatherstone. The card she pulled for you today is card 19. Sunlight. Another beautiful card for all of you. The piper comes to the gates of dawn. The new day awakens. Hush of night is broken by bird song. First one tender note, then another, then the whole chorus of joy. Flowers open their eyes, dew-damp ferns unfurl. Melody the piper plays is a paean to life, both temporal and eternal. Can you hear it? Does your soul stir in response to its call? Oh, the goodness that is in the world, the beauty, the grace, the love. This is the light that breaks through illusion. This is the force that initiates, sustains, empowers. Life-giving sunlight always finds its way through even the most tangled and forbidding of forests. When sunlight blesses your reading, be ready to receive good fortune. This is the most positive card in the whole tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome. Bright visions will come to pass. Spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember to be grateful. Meaning at a glance, happiness, well-being, growth, the warm glow of life. Things are better than you know. A closer look, thrush and blackbird are singing the morning chorus. Primroses and celandines symbolize the springtime sun. And now, for a quick side note, today I called my mother in Cleveland, Ohio to wish her happy Mother's Day. And they were getting snow when I spoke to them this afternoon. I just read that Ohio and PA got a very rare snowstorm today, which is just another sign of these changing times and weird weather patterns and all these strange things happening in the Twilight Zone. Now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith. We are being bombarded yet again by much larger energies. We have been experiencing constant energies flowing in, not too high, not too small, but just what we need to keep us growing and expanding. Over the last few hours, our magnetosphere has been bombarded with those really big energies, the ones you are becoming so used to at this time. You know how to handle these. Water is your friend with these energies. Breathwork is the key. Meditation will help you in every way. Ebb and flow with the energetic flow. You are amazing, from agirlintheuniverse.com. And from Isis Channelings, back on the Rainbow Bridge on Mother's Day, Venus Inanna returns as evening star. As she's back, weak and dim and light, as she barely peeks over the horizon after spending nearly 3 months since February 14th in the underworld, where she went through the dark night of her soul. In the underworld, she died to her former self, open to witness, acknowledge, heal, and unite her shadow self, and is now crawling out of her chrysalis after a metamorphosis, and stands transfigured and rebirthed as the evening star. Yes, Venus Inanna is back in the evening sky as the evening star, though not visible yet to the naked eye, and on May 8th she re-entered Gemini, her present archetype in this current Venus cycle, June 2020 through January 2022. I felt today, the 9th of May, Mother's Day, is a good day to recap the journey of our Divine Mother in heaven so far. The Gemini Meta-Goddess archetype is special as it begins a whole new 8-year rose pentacle that Venus traces in the heavenly skies. She sets the tone for a new level of embodiment for us as her emanations. In 2012, Venus began a new 8-year journey of awakening and remembrance for the Divine Feminine. Now, in 2020 through 2022, she is the bridge transporting us from remembrance, maiden aspect, to manifestation and creation, Queen Mother aspect. As the Gemini Meta-Goddess, there are multiple aspects that Venus Inanna bring forth for us to embody as her emanations, bridging the polarity, union of duality. Gemini is the sign of the twins, the sign of polarities, dualities, and bridging the gap of polarity into unification via wholeness. Athena, she represents the higher mind, wisdom and intuition and conscious awareness. She also represents personal power and courage in action for the protection and establishment of what is just and moral. She is the warrior energy that we must now embody and bring forth in order to co-create a new age as sovereign queen, mothers of creation and manifestation. And we do this via sovereignty and leadership, courage, determination, and activism and service. To create, you need to get your hands and feet on the ground into dirt and build. You can't do it floating in etheric 5D rainbow clouds looking down upon 3D reality. Ishel, she is the crone, the medicine woman, the midwife of healing and new creation who brings us our ancient heritage and wisdom to be put into practice. Now that the new foundations we build are built on sturdy ground of ancient earth, plus water, plus air, plus fire, plus spirit wisdom. Seshat Sarasvati, the holy scribe, record keeper, goddess of knowledge, who along with Thoth sits with us for our soul reviews, happens periodically now during our lifetime and not just at the time of Passover, as we're combining many lifetimes in this one significant lifetime in our Akashic Records realm to allow us greater alignment with our soul gifts and soul purpose. A recent co-creation channeling session revealed my client to be from the priestesshood of Seshat, who is now to step into her sole purpose of actively rewriting and anchoring the collective's Akashic so that a new blueprint for a new age may be drawn out and brought to fruition via action. Iris, the shape-shifting magical fairy queen goddess of the rainbow, who assists us in crossing the rainbow bridge from 3D matrix, confinement, jail, to a higher vibrational frequency age by bringing us illuminating communication and divine guidance so that we open up to the mystical magic and wisdom of creation with joy, beauty, playfulness, and, of course, magic. For nothing good or worthwhile ever got done in somber seriousness. Venus Inanna is close to where she first arose at the beginning of her cycle as morning star, in close proximity to the Pleiades. In fact, I have spoken about the 444 portal that Venus opened on the 4th of April 2020, Mary Magdalene Gateway, as Sirius, Orion, Venus, and Pleiades all lined up to open the gateway. Venus Inanna as evening stars once again being energized by the Pleiades, the gateway via which we entered into this multiple lifetime dance on planet Earth, and through which we will return once our work is done, in the evening western sky, and will reach her first gate of ascension at root chakra of manifestation, conjunct the very earthly Taurus new moon on May 12th. This will be in 3 days, but an apt moon to ground in her manifestation as she begins her ascent through the 7 gates to reclaim her crown as sovereign queen of heaven and earth, and light in grace and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sake Na, from isischannelings.wordpress.com, and from a gift from Gaia, another incredible energetic template widens its parameters and hits the sweet spot of the most powerful potential tomorrow. As a sensitive, you are likely to have been feeling it for a few days now as Mercury came into the orb of the North Node. Tomorrow the alignment hits perfection in its conjunction, and the transcendence into the new begins for those choosing to be supported and choosing to align to the all in which life and a force is charged through those open and awakened to processing life through the conscious choice filter. It may be evident already in your field that the nervous system is making itself aware, and in doing so it reveals any lingering roots of the archaic programs of resistance and interference. It will show up willingly where there is conflicting stories or beliefs, and it will give up the hold of the thing with least resonance even when we believe it's the best thing. The nervous system will never sugarcoat a single thing. It has been dutifully providing the experiences of lack and scarcity until our bellies became full of the stuff. When we valued being overstuffed and sleepy, it was abundantly provided. And since you chose to declare the words, I am awake, then the narrative that runs through the nervous system began to shift and change, and with this the nervous system dumps the old operation system and begins to install the new. It doesn't care for sentiment. It cares for clear and concise information. Read that again, information. Organized, structured operation, and the steps required to achieve this. Sentiment plays no part in the information. Only order is the goal. Now what happens is that our sentiment throws out the formation, and we conflict our thoughts, feelings, and actions. This is where the nervous system goes into overdrive to power up what is required to be seen, dumped next. Thing is, we tend to override and therefore overanalyze, creating pockets of procrastination and obsessing, or perhaps on the other end of the spectrum, and in a desperate attempt to escape the choice, may be avoidance through addiction and or distraction such as entertainment, or breaker such as a short-term fix like food, or perhaps a longer, more illusionary breaker such as a holiday to turn off the conflicting systems. With the new template now activating, and also as Mercury makes sextile alignment to Chiron, which deals solely with our wounded narratives, what we all receive if we choose this stream of support is the complete data dumping of the old traumatic stories and experiences, giving it up, surrendering to the current creation or experience that the nervous system has kicked up, and allowing yourself to receive the gift of being in full flow and alignment with the one who knows best, the one who is complying to your request to be the divine being you know that you are. Support your nervous system fully, allowing it to reveal and implode the pockets and playouts of all that it's been holding to support that old dream. Notice your attachments to the old. It is impossible to dream two dreams at once, and we cannot take from one dream and place it in another. What is manifested in one form will never manifest the same in another. The frequencies are too different. Dialogue, messengers, narratives, stories, beliefs, and also time traveling are gems to receive during these next days as this template activates, bringing this insight and receive from pure source codes. And what we have is something so very powerfully transforming to your being, your viewpoint, how you give and receive, your arms reach expands, what you can incorporate widens. Everything now has another clear and supported stream to upgrade into, and this upgrade will ultimately open your new coding of a much calmer nervous system, which equates to new levels of peace, love, and bliss to become your norm. With love always, Andrea. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Graham Forscott, Galactic Astrology, Galactic Center Admin, born the 9th or 10th of May. If so, you've left a clear message written in the stars. You incarnated bringing a message from our Galactic Admin. May 9th and 10th, the cosmic Amenti, Akashic records become accessible. Amenti is an anagram for I am 10, the decagon photographed while looking along the DNA helix. Astronomers have discovered 20 planetoids beyond Neptune during the past 2 decades. These trans-Neptunians are the new 5D archetypes based upon the etiquette of galactic culture. Trans-Neptunians now receiving energies from Galactic Center include Ishan, justice, politics, accountability; Deucalion, storyboarding our future; Ziawana, Gaia, nature's intelligence, 5D Earth; Orcus, new light codes, galactic spiritual fusion; Varuna, sacred sciences; Chaos, fractal physics, golden ratio; Moors, dying with dignity, transition protocols, lucid dreaming; while the asteroid itself, called DNA, is with Pluto, the Sherlock Holmes of the planets, for these few days. Enjoy. From Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. The intensity of the energy upgrades are increasing and will increase more and more as we move into the new Earth. It is showing up in the weather patterns and Earth changes. It is showing up in our own physicality, and indeed with the immense transition as we need to listen to it more and have more rest. Indeed, more time for stillness and solitude, and for being in nature. This is a massive forward movement into the totally unknown. Affirmations are very powerful and assist us in affirming life more abundantly. I am moving forward with ease and with joy. I am flexible. I am flowing with the waters of life, and I am fluid. I am one with the fires of purification as I allow myself to be transfigured and resurrected into a new embodiment and form. I am opening myself to new life and totally new beginnings with an open heart and soul. From JudithKusel.com. 1111 portal flowing in. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys Unlocking the Higher Purpose in Your DNA, May 9th through May 14th, 2021. You have Gene Key 23, complexity, simplicity, quintessence. Prosperity is simple. It's about seeing with your heart. It's about having the courage to see what others around you may not yet see. It's about living a new and simpler life. It's the harvest of all your work with the heart. It's up to you to bring in your harvest and share it with others. The Pearl Sequence Course. And from the I Ching, the classic Book of Change, the Book of Future. Hexagram 23, which is a mirror of the 32. Sacred number 55, fifth density, fifth dimension. Hexagram 23, splitting apart. Mountain rests on soft earth. The illusion of stability in a world of change crumbles and reveals the golden core. Quintessence is stillness and unity. Simplicity is restrained orientation. Complexity is stressful dislocation. Appreciating receptivity. Superiors therefore strengthen their inferiors to secure the peace and stability of their own position. Learn to love life through your hands. Give time for your hands to shape and express the beauty of your quintessence. Caress life, release life. Let it slip through your fingers with a smile. Reach out and touch the world around you. Touch the hearts of those around you. Touch the trees. Touch the creatures of our world. Touch your own body. Stroke your wounded heart back to life. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And from the Archangelic Calendar. Gaia is in Circe's will. Circe, our galaxy, acts upon infinite universe's will. The current setting element is air spirit, and the only way to describe this sentiment is that it's happy air, an unexpected wave of joy, optimism, hope, and a reignited sense of life. If today had a theme song, it would be, Now We Are Free. It is hard to hide the excitement on the higher dimensions and ultimately the higher parts of ourselves. Let the synchronicities fly and the confirmations become obnoxious. This is the last day of the season, which transitions throughout the day and subtly changes. There are no abrupt changes. This change will gradually transition. With this understanding, we can state that this is the last day of familiarity, as everything we once knew is on a path of metamorphosis. Significant solar events have provided much movement, and thus we see massive jumps in the solar reset, sunrise, and sunrise of Michael columns. These solar events are the mark of the completed shift. With gaps in the calendar, anyone trying to chase our timeline for malicious purposes will find a void on its path. When we got to the edge of the end of the water spirit season, we were unsure what would happen. The seasons kept going forward and provided no circular pattern. The seasons just kept marching forth and do not cycle back. It seems as if time is evolving with us. This situation also helps the mind digest the fact that it will never be here again, as we always move forward. Perhaps in this way the calendar has challenged what we all think of as time. This circumstance will beg a chicken or the egg debate. Still, we can end it here by saying that our ability to metabolize time is contingent on our median cosmic consciousness levels. While observing the octal and hexadecimal conversions to the archangelic calendar date, we see that we are looking forward to the years 2256 through 2570, which seems to be a place we should keep an eye on. The other point we see is 202 BC, the Battle of Zama, the conflict where Rome and Carthage had their most infamous battle. We also see 2013 AD and BC becoming one, a bizarre time anomaly that needs fixing immediately. Engineering, higher dimensional, and Legion news. Archangel Raziel has a message. All doors are open, and there is nothing beyond your reach. Many famous names have also sent their admiration to our efforts. This part of the multiverse, quantum coordinates, is elegant and organized. This place is a beautiful energetic zone and is not uncalled for to soak up the tremendous energy. This energy is helpful and will not increase any physical symptoms that you may be having. The physical symptoms of these quantum coordinates will include feeling colder than usual, excessive heat in the hands, stomach unrest, and various sensory-based issues. This discomfort will cease when the body adjusts to the changes. This timeline is much lighter, cleaner, and easier to exist within. The only roadblock is how much our mind will allow these miracles to manifest without a logical route. It seems that the highest aspects of ourselves are determined to display drastic changes with a magical undertone. Proxima Centauri sent out a giant stream of plasma which coincides directly with our solar movement. There is a quantum connection between the two, and when we inquire, we see the best description we can offer is that they are DNA-related siblings that are parted ways at birth. This wave of plasma will undoubtedly affect us in profound ways, too numerous to list. Strange links in space and time will unite moments seemingly far apart. For example, different people smelling something simultaneously or laughing for no reason are signs that your moment is one with another part of the quantum reality. It is a true blessing to identify this anomaly. Most of the time, it goes unnoticed. We're going to have to detach from the life that we once knew. The notions we held will fade away as a new way of life emerges in mind, body, and universe. We are working on dozens of simultaneous timelines at the moment. Even if we are off base, it's still phenomenal. We fully grasp the cognition of surfing the multiverse. Think about how different your life would be if you thought there was only one universe. Secret schools from many persuasions have reached out to show love and support for our efforts and join in the work. Philosophical buffet. Society's #1 affliction is cognitive dissonance. That is because the feelings and nudges of your inner higher self are not void on the lower timelines. It's hushed in a sea of cognitive dissonance. A good example is when people observe a homeless person, they are uncomfortable with this person's world, but they can somehow shut off their emotions and walk away. The aloof party does not realize that they are passing by a part of themselves and are allowing their suffering to continue. What's the foundation of any given issue? Cognition of separation, which of course is perception-based. Consciousness will provide the understanding needed to adjust this perception appropriately. This statement means there is always a higher perspective to look at things with. This is the proof your logical mind needs to allow the spirit to take control. When you strive for higher spiritual outlooks, the brain will make a habit of doing so and surrender to higher will. Silver modalities can be used for healing the same way the green modalities can. The only difference is that silver hits in a very physical form instead of the general healing approach the green implements. This statement does not mean that silver does not have other uses. It's just a little known truth. Our souls are going through hypertrophy, which is causing the hypertrophy of our spirits, which causes the same and infinitely expanding creator source. The growth we experience pushes the development of the sum of the whole. This expansion is continuous and never-ending. Giant steps and moving forward are inevitable. Change is only functional when things get better. Even if the intention is there, it has to make positive improvements to be successful. It is best to keep silent on the truth of others. You cannot go on proclaiming the greatness of others and attach stories to them that they wish not to be known. For some, it is essential to keep their anonymity for their life's purpose. For others, not so much. We see a significant calming down on every dimension, bar none. We see peace manifesting in very unusual and eclectic ways. You will notice this change reflected in your daily lives, macro-reality, and archangelic calendar entries. Tons of imposters act like they are deities. Please be advised and save your offerings. The tools and assignments for today are in a link in the description below. And this is from the archangeliccalendar.com. And today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, May 9th, 2021, Healing and Regeneration. Tired yet wired, strong geomagnetic solar activity continues with spikes in the Schumann resonance plus an explosion on Friday the 7th of the new sunspot AR 2822, producing an M3.9 class solar flare, one of the strongest flares of young solar cycle 25. Expect to feel a shift towards healing and regeneration this week as the planetary kaleidoscope turns and forms new crystalline patterns in Taurus and Pisces. May is the month of Earth sign Taurus, the sign of the world third eye and the Buddha, It's time to stop retreating into overthinking and empty virtual distraction and light ground these new realities with projects and creations that lift your high heart and return you to yourself. On Tuesday, May 11th, at the 21 Taurus new moon, the lights are conjunct Caput al Gol, the world third eye, Black Moon Lilith, and resurrection archetype Sedna. This is a doorway to soul retrieval from the living lost. Pay attention to what aligns and what drops away. Zero judgment on what is dismantling and dropping away, both externally and internally. Since the new moon is also aligned with expansionist Jupiter and Saturn and futurist Aquarius, the great eliminator Pluto and Capricorn, and far-seeing Neptune and Pisces, make physical, somatic healing and restoration your priority. Gas giant Jupiter moves into Pisces on May 13th, 2021, then retrogrades back into Aquarius on July 29th, re-entering Pisces on December 28th, 2021, until May 10th, 2022. As Jupiter dips into Neptune's waters, a new kind of hope will sprinkle a little fairy dust. The sign of the fish disseminates the second ray of love and wisdom, and the sixth ray of idealism and devotion. From May 13 to July 27th, Jupiter will operate in one of his best placements and deliver new inspiration, a foretaste of 2022 when Jupiter aligns with Neptune. Expect to be drawn to art and music, learning from history, connecting to your ancestors, developing your intuitive gifts, working with your dreams, healing wounds on all levels, taking spiritual pursuits seriously and being of service in whatever ways are needed. Make your mantra, be kind, it's chaos. From here in the moonastrology.co.uk. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah, White Horse, Lua Astrology. Venus enters Gemini. A little lighthearted fun may help give you a lift, especially if you've been feeling stuck on love issues or money problems recently. Call your friends, make a date night, network online, attend a virtual gig or event, let go of the heaviness. You can attract what you want through dialogue and effective communication. Speak lovingly, leave a love note for your partner, write yourself a love letter. Follow what tugs at your heartstrings, what makes you smile. Go with the impulse to find out more. A breath of fresh air may be all that's needed to switch your mindset and put you back in touch with your heart center. Know that at this time you don't need to commit if you don't want to. Be curious. Investigate other avenues. Keep your options open. Let love guide your choices. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from the Zolkin Times, Kin 146, White Electric World Bridger. Electric is the name for the number 3 and its keywords are activate, service, and bond. The third day of a wave spell really accelerates the pace. Never dull. Electric days are full of energy. Today is the third day of the Yellow Seed wave spell, the first portal day of the Omega column, which contains 10 portal days in a row. Today is White World Bridger and it represents death, equalize, and opportunity. I always think of World Bridger as the gatekeeper, like Tim from Monty Python's Holy Grail. He asks a riddle, he tests you before you are permitted to pass. All crossings entail either paying a token or passing an exam. Opportunity requires this process. If you wish to take it to the next level, be prepared to make a sacrifice or face the test. Are you worthy? Is it an electric world bridger? This means the bridge is now activated. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Electric World Bridger, Kin 146, 9th of May 2021, activating service. 9-5-2021 equal 955 equal 910 equal 91 equal 10 equal 1. 9 endings, destiny, service, divine, humanity. 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation. 10 manifestation, authority, power. 1 new beginnings, leader, original. Kin 146 equal 11 equal 2, partnership, cooperation. 11 portal, doorway, polarity. Alpha to Omega, rocket-fueled portal to your divine mission. Ready, set, go. Here we go. Down the slippery slide. 10 galactic activation portal days in a row of intense energies. Today we begin the second round of 10 successive gap portal days known as the Omega column. This is the growth cycle as we ascend up the evolutionary ladder, Jacob's ladder, on our journey to higher consciousness. The interdimensional doorways are flung wide open, flooding our planet with new energies that are now available for us to access and become conduits for this new 5D energy. The gap day today plus the electric power tone means we have an express rocket-fueled wild ride today. Get ready to blast off. Tone of creation, electric is tone number 3 in the tone of creation. It is the first of the 3 emotional realm tones. Thus there is a very strong emotional charge today which may create outbursts in those who need to find their balance. Electric energy may create a short fuse, making things combustible today. This energy can be better harvested through the higher aspects of this tone, which encompass being of service to others through the action of bonding, that is coming together with others to co-create and be of service. The electric tone beautifully combines with the world bridger who builds bridges between warring factions and disharmony in relationships to reach a place of equilibrium. Day 3 in the yellow seed wave spell of awakening, flowering, new beginnings, ripening, opening to more light and blossoming into your highest potential. Today we are joining together in divine service with our kin to activate our highest timeline, pushing the limits of what we are capable of achieving, building the bridges to new worlds. Now is the time to bravely march forwards into new exciting and uncharted territory as the Wayshowers in the Rainbow Army that you signed up to be. So precious hearts, today the emotional body will reveal all that is needed to be surrendered in order for the new energies to anchor, detach from drama and any volatility that may be ignited today, shaking it off like water off a duck's back. Choose to focus on the new and put down very strong roots, anchoring these gap energies into a solid foundation for expansive growth. Today's question is, how can I forge more heart connections with my planetary kin, bonding in service together, building a bridge to the new world? Divine blessings for the commencement of a very wild ride down this very slippery slide. There is no going back now. The only way through is fast forward. Viva Nova Terra Gaia. Here we come on the express train now. Woot woot. And la keka la kin Christina, white magnetic world bridger. Kin 66. Kin 146, white electric world bridger. The mantra, the code for today is, I activate in order to equalize. Bonding opportunity, I seal the store of death. With the electric tone of service, I am, guided by the power of heart. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activation, transformation, resurrection, transmutation, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also take the time to thank all of you supporting us on our mission. We rely on our pledges on Patreon and donations for our daily living expenses. So if you'd like to support our work, our mission, to help us continue to bring these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure. I'd like to also thank Divine Bro Star of the Light, Andrew Herco, for your donation today. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do at the links on egolovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's art business on Etsy. And remember, be sure to listen to her beautiful song, Spirit Made, we posted today to the public. And we have 3 more days until the 11th to partake in her 20% off sale on her beautiful goddess totems and several other items on lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to end today's transmission with another powerful coded activation for our Pleiadian brothers and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, May 9, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSC-SDE. Etherical removals continue as new fleets arrive. Transactions are discontinued. Angeliacans continue to arrive. New structures continue to be strengthened. Nevicures continue to expand. Protocol S-Tempo 16H00-14H12 started. Harmonization occur. 60% non-regressive. Attention, Hetonic supporter. Projectors aim. Support 57% non-regressive. Attention, Hetonic supporter. Projectors aimed and in support. Reverberation 56% non-regressive. Metatronic ascensional waves. Reverberated 55% non-regressive. Crossed fires decrease. Divine spark is evidenced. Soul treatments increase. The line, the brower of the star. Line, illumination and progress 29% non-regressive. The light celebrates. Divine artistic expanded. Plus revealing movements. Plus 11. Projust 11 44% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 potentiating shamanic inheritances from disclosurenews.it. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Keep shining your light brightly into the night. And always remember, I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the resurrection and the life. 1144 flowing in. So have a beautiful and blessed Mother's Day. Keep living from your heart and walking your sacred path with heart. And be sure to make it the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.